Hello, welcome to day 26 and 27 on the CDT. I did not record a video yesterday because it was the first day of a homemade alternative, basically. I think I mentioned in the last video that Heavy D, Mouse, Marty, and myself decided to do a road walk for 3 days and then get to this CDT where it's open for 2 days to Cuba. And then after that, we have 3 more days of road walking between Cuba and Chama. And yesterday was an interesting day. We definitely did a road walk. We camped on the side of the road underneath some trees. And when I say trees, the word trees is doing a lot of work in that statement. And we headed out of town pretty early. It was about 7, actually. It wasn't that early. We got about 21 miles in yesterday, which was not bad. And the way that we're actually pulling this off is there's a trail angel in Grants who offered to drive Heavy D, Mouse, and Marty out to 2 places on the road walk and cache water and a bag of oranges. And so we put a note in there like, CDT hikers, please don't remove. And the first cache was still there when we got there yesterday. The trail angel actually took the group out on Saturday to cache the water, so it lasted 2 days. And when we got there, and so we had water for the first day, and then today we continued the road walk, and we actually got to some dirt roads and basically into the middle of nowhere. And our second water cache was still there. So tomorrow, essentially, we'll be hiking the rest of the road walk to meet the CDT. So Monday's mileage was 21 road miles, and they were all on asphalt. Today's mileage was 22.9. I think it was just under 23. And it was mostly, I think it was like half and half. Asphalt's like 13 miles asphalt, and then the rest of it was dirt road, which was a nice relief. Because my shoes are no longer fitting. Like, I'm rubbing the fronts and getting blisters, so I'm excited to get to Cuba because I have a new pair of shoes waiting for me, so that'd be great. So tomorrow will be about 25 miles, I believe, 24 to 25 miles to get to the trail proper. And once we get to the trail, there should be a water source. I think it's like just a few tenths of a mile south of where we're going to intersect the trail, and it's outside the forest, so we are allowed to be on the trail. Tonight's camp spot is behind some huge boulders along the dirt road. I'm in my tent because it is extremely windy. I'm sure you can see the tent above me rattling around and probably hear it. So the first 2 days have been good. My hat's off to Marty, who came up with the original route and then bounced it off of Mouse and Heavy D, and they kind of put together a map in one of our apps so that we can like follow the trail, the homemade route to meet back up with the CDT. So it's been an interesting couple of days. Yesterday it rained for the first time, so day 26 was the first time it rained during this hike. And then today it actually stayed pretty cool. It was in the 70s, and the breeze or wind came in later this afternoon. The first part of the morning was kind of calm, and there was just a little bit of a breeze, and then the wind came in, but the sun was also shining. It wasn't a cloudy day like it was yesterday. So so far so good. 2 days of the road walk finished. Hopefully we'll finish the next one tomorrow and find water at the water source, and if we do so, then we have 2 days on the CDT proper, and then we get to Cuba. So it's been an interesting experience, extending the road walk and seeing how people react. I think a lot of people are a bit puzzled why 4 people are walking on these roads and specifically like the ones way out here in the middle of nowhere, that are by like a coal mine and a ranch and like some Forest Service land and all sorts of stuff. So we've had several people stop and ask us, you know, if we're okay or lost or if we need anything. And a few people have given us some things like some Cokes and some water and Powerade and stuff. And so those surprise trail angels or authentic trail angels moments are kind of nice. I think that's basically it for the first 2 days. It's, you know, quite an adventure to try to string together your own route. So everything seems to be going well, and hopefully we'll be back on the CDT proper tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to, getting some trail miles instead of some road miles. Today's shout out definitely goes to Marty, Heavy D, and Mouse. Those three put together, like Marty did a lot of the looking into the route, and then the three of them refined it and then contacted the trail angel and took the water out to the cache and got everything set up. So a huge shout out to the three of them. They definitely deserve it, and they made this possible. So hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll still have continuous footsteps from Mexico to Colorado, and then we can start Colorado sometime next week once we get to Chalma. So hope everyone's well, and I'll talk to you folks later.